branches that we're coming from. This is a retreat, and the idea is that at the end of the day, by the time we're living here, there are some things that we're already doing. We'll go and improve upon it. There are some things that we're not already doing that we can pick from the retreat. We'll go and add to it so that we can make the system better. Now, throughout this presentation, the term professional association refers to a group of people in the same profession, like accountants now, who come together to form a professional organization called association or a society. Now, the University of Minnesota on Career and Internship Service one states that a professional association is a group of professionals within a career field who come together for the following reason. One, for individual professional development and advancement. That is why you and I are members of ANAN. And that is why our members in our different states are members of ANAN. We have come together to promote the field as well as educate the public on issues related to the industry. To promote the discipline, to promote accountancy, and to educate the public on issues relating to accountancy. Now, the issue is this. In our various branches, are we doing that? Are we taking steps, or what are the things that we're doing to educate our accountancy profession? If we're not doing that, then as we go back, we know that these are part of things that we're going with, that we need to really sit down in cause of interacting. That's why I say all branches are here, for instance, whether physically or online. It is expected that there must be a session of networking. I will ask you a question. How do you do this in your branch? This is how I'm doing this in my branch. As a matter of fact, many of them were betrayed. You stay on your own. Interact. Learn from your colleagues. That's the best form of learning. Now, so a professional, they come together for the purpose of networking and collaboration. That's what I've just talked about now. Are we really providing opportunity for networking in our branch activities? Are we providing opportunity for collaboration in our branch activities? If we're doing, can we do better than what we're doing now? For the purpose of sharing new ideas and practice that set standards for the industry and workplace. So you cannot share new ideas if you don't know about new ideas. So what things have you put in place to make sure that you develop your members and you develop yourself? And of course, they represent interests of industry before the government, so that government can use our activities. Now, so it's about connectivity. It's about connectivity. In your branch, it's about connectivity of members of ANAN there. Are you providing enough platform for your members to connect? When you have your branch meeting, what do you do in branch meeting? How many of you are Rotarians here? Who is a Rotarian? Only one. You are from Delta where? Imo. You see potential members around you now. So we understand what I mean by that better, about connectivity. See, it's a profession. It's a discipline. But the aspect of socialization must also come in. It is when you socialize. As a matter of fact, I tell people this. If you are a branch chairman, and the only way you get information is through official channel, you are not doing well enough. You should be able to get information from unofficial channel. You should be open that people can come and tell you things, not rumors. You know there are people who like rumors, and of course there are people who, when you provide that opportunity, they use that opportunity to go and run other people down. And so it will be easy for you to make mistake when you prepare that platform, and the people who have the skill of running other people down, they will take advantage of it. But you are the one to know how to pick the information you have. But you must be able to provide that platform through socialization. It's about connectivity. As a matter of fact, why some people are not paying their dues in your branch is simply because you are not social enough with them. You make it to look at, see, in leadership has 5 steps. some school of thought. I'll talk only about the first two. The first one is the fact that you are a leader by position. Leadership by position means that everybody, your subordinate, must listen to you and take instruction from you. Simple. But you must grow your leadership from position to what is called permission level. At the level of permission, it means that the people that you are leading, they have permitted you to lead them. You must get to the point of being permitted. It is when you are being permitted by them that you truly become a leader. It is not simply because I am a branch chairman that everybody must listen to you. So you dish out instruction, you dish out orders. We are simply first amongst equal. What that one means that all of us are the same. Any one of them can be branch chairman or branch executive. This is simply my own time. So by the time you start treating them as if they are under you, they will not, they will leave you there. Maybe you have 2 years to go. They'll simply be counting your 2 years for you. There are people who have done that. No matter how skillful you are politically. But okay, so after 2 years, you are entitled to another 2 years. There are some people who should not have gotten a second tenure, but because they are deft, they know how to play their politics well, they get a second tenure. Very well and good. 4 years, you will go. They will count it for you. But there are some branch chairmen that it is even the members that will say, no, you must do a second tenure. That after they are leaving the offices, the various offices or leaving office, they are still very relevant because they have been permitted to lead. You must get to the level of being permitted to be their leaders. And this is about connectivity. Leadership is about relationship. No matter the way you define leadership, it's first and foremost relationship. It is people that will permit you to lead them, but it's people that you have relationship with. So it's about connectivity. Association is about exchange of ideas. It's about teamwork. It's about collaboration, which will lead to success. It's about assisting your members that are with you. By that, you see, all this thing I'm talking about, there are already ways of administering the branches. See, no matter how this story will come, the textbook story will come to talk about. Okay, so you talk about the management principles, you talk about functions of management, you go and apply all those. If there is no relationship, I will see, the moment you just have good relationship with people, all these functions and skills will come into place. Leadership, as well as about trust. If you don't have a relationship, there can't be trust. Once there is trust in place, you will succeed. Members will willingly pay what they are owing. All you need to do is open your mouth and talk to them. That's all. Just remind them. But some people, some branches that we have so much that are being owed. Of course, the indebtedness did not start with your tenure. It's probably for the past 10 years, 20 years or thereabout. But there are some branch chairmen that members are not paying their subscription or their due simply because of the chairman or because of the Excos. They see it as if he wants to use it to take glory, and meanwhile, as far as they are concerned, he doesn't deserve it. Association is about support. How do you support the people? So what are the objectives of professional association? And these are our own objectives as branches. We're talking about branch administration. One, we are to encourage and assist in professional development of our members. How do you do that? Probably organize seminar here and there. But you should be able to think, how do you do this? Two, to promote and enhance status of our members at our workplace. So what do you do about your members that have problems in their various offices? ANAN has been doing a lot of connectivity with the military, with some military formation, the account section of military formation in the past few months. And when ANAN do that, we publicize it. I remember in one of the ones that we went not too long, When we finish, the commander, who is a brigadier general, is an ANAN member. He said, we didn't know that ANAN has been doing all this thing all this while. Nobody is telling us about it. And we have many members here. At your various state level, what are you doing about that? Of course, before you do that, you are expected to take part to get permission from the national headquarters. The council member in your branch will likely lead the team or be part of the team. But the first thing is, think about it now. These are the ways that your professional body can be relevant, not just for you, but for your members. After some of this, somebody just called me from NDLA. He said, we're NDLA here. So when will ANAN come to NDLA? He said, we ANAN members in NDLA are being maltreated. You are not in NDLA. You're NDLA. Okay. He said, we're being maltreated. He said, let ANAN come to NDLA. He said, Marwa is in Jos now. ANAN can come to NCA, just have the possibility on there to talk about what ANAN does. I remember when ANAN went to Nigerian Navy, what the Nigerian Navy officials there said was that this is the first time a professional accountancy body will be coming to them, and they have seen what ANAN does to nation building. Now, if you can reproduce that in your various branches, you discover that our members that are being maltreated will reduce. See, you are a branch official not for yourself. You are a branch official for the members of ANAN in your various branches. So think about them. If you think about them, you come up with ideas and strategies on how their life will be improved. And not just that I am a chairman and I will mark my 2 years. Let it be that whatever we're doing is not for personal gain. If you think about you first, what you will gain first, you will not get results. But if you think about what the members will get and what your profession will get, first and foremost, you will discover that ideas will come from everywhere. And whatever you think you can get will still come when you think about others first. Our objective is to offer advice and render social assistance to government when necessary. How often have we done that in our branches? Our objective is to make or support representation to government and other appropriate bodies on matters affecting members, member association and public interest, and also to encourage the interchange of ideas on and discussion of subjects of common interest for this purpose, and for this purpose to collect and public literature which may result in promotion of such interests. We are to encourage good relations and understanding among the association and the public. What have you done between the association and your public? Your public, your state, do they know about you? Your state capital, for instance, do they know about ANAN in that state? What are you doing? Everything is now about book to become relevant in the society. For instance, the college, for the past 2 years now, we've been doing a lot of CSR. We'll go out of our way. If you think about others, ideas will come. In the last 2 years, we have sunk minimum of 3 boreholes in those rural communities. In one of the days, when we went to sing the ball in a place, one of the leaders stood up and said that he didn't know that in his lifetime he would see a borehole. That he only hears about borehole when there is political campaign. Then after the campaign, there will be no borehole. To you, borehole is nothing. But to some other people, it is. Can't you do that in your community? It is not that you are coming, you will not be going to your rural community to be teaching them about accounting. Let's assume the Plateau chairman is here. In Kuala now, in one of those small communities, will you go and be hosting seminar on accounting practice there? You will do that. Think of what can benefit them. When you do that, your government will take note of you. Then you cannot ask for other things. Today now, we have started a project Well, the college is, ANAN anyway, ANAN through the college is building a primary healthcare center in a community that was, in a place that will serve 6 communities with over 5,000 people that will benefit from it. Already the state is aware of it. Tomorrow, if we say we want this, and what we want to use that healthcare community to do is to bring the governor and his people to make sure that they do the road in front of the college. Because we've been praying for that road since. At least the day that healthcare center will be dedicated. Because it is a healthcare center that should be built and funded by the government. It's a primary healthcare center. But yeah, nobody is using it. People are dying around. And you now want them, I'll be talking about accounting alone to them. How do you get the fund? I did crowdfunding. Went to ANAN, to President. President gave us a substantial amount of money to support the project. And I'm also talking to us here. I will put the account number on the screen before you go, so that members also can contribute to it. You'll be saving lives, but you can do this also in your community. Of course, we're to encourage and establish or provide professional library. These are our objective as branches. Organize national and international conferences. I know that some branches are doing it, but we can do better than that. And develop and maintain cooperation with other similar professionals. For the member, we're Excos for the members of our branch, not for us. Not for us. So if you have relationship at the back of your mind, you know that we were not better than our members that were leading. We're simply privileged. And if we're privileged, we will think about them first. And when we think about them, we'll find out that our own activity will become easier. Our function is to give voice to the profession in line with the objective. Are we giving voice to the profession in our state, various branches? It's to give power and credibility to the profession, and it's a form of the powerhouse of the professional expertise. The activities of professional association, which are supposed to be our activities in the various branches, are for professional development. So how do you do that? For your profession. That's why I said from the beginning that you are ANAN headquarters in Lagos State. You are ANAN headquarters in Enugu State, in Imo State. You are ANAN headquarters do for the general membership to apply it to your own domain of selfishness on the basis and the platform of relationship with the people. You will find out that this body that is called ANAN will go places than it is now. So have we been developing the profession? Professional development, how far have we gone about that? Standards and ethics setting, networking, like I said earlier, public relations. So you have CSR is a form of a public relation anyway. It's a form of a public relation. There are things you can do in your environment. And government relation. What relation do you have with your government? ANAN president should want to come to your state. You know, there are some states in time past, we will have MCPD and we will not be able to get the governor or even any of the commissioner to come and grace the occasion. It shows that there is no relationship that we have with our government. We should consciously generate and foster relationship with the government. So amidst our branches, ANAN case. Now, in fulfilling the objective and function of professional association, branches are inaugurated in each state to observe the activities of the association at micro level, and that's what I've been talking about since. This will enable leadership of professional association to have first-hand updates on members' aspirations, expectations, and needs. Because the president cannot be everywhere. As a matter of fact, the president is the president of all members of the association, but he doesn't know anybody. It is you that know everybody in your branch. And that's why I started saying from the beginning, if you begin to see yourself like that, you own it, you become much more responsible to your members. The job of the president will be easier at the secretariat, and the CEO anyway will be easier at the secretariat. You have more responsibility, and you have also have more authority as well. There are some people who look for authority first, without responsibility. Those are the people that cannot have relationship with the people. In our content, brand administration is the overseeing of the operation of a branch, that's your branch in your state, of a professional association, that's ANAN, with the responsibility of managing resources, the resources that you have at the branches, and staff, developing and attaining branch goals. Do you set goals for the branch? What are your goals? What are your goals? For your tenure, what goals have you set that you are going to achieve? You must have goals. Delivering exceptional professional service and growing the branch revenue. We always come back to talking about revenue, because without money, without fund, we cannot run the branches. And when you are the head, they will leave you to do your own and go. But if you are leading them, they will work together with you. Promote professionalism and discourage sectionalism. Regularly render accounts of stewardship for the purpose of promoting accountability and transparency. I know we're doing that, but can we do that more? Those are some of the things that some members complain about. And you see, if there's no proper accountability, how can you expect them to want to pay their dues? They will say that they don't know what the due is being used for. Sustainable and inclusive revenue generation mechanism should be put in place that should encourage prompt payment of dues and levels. For instance, we can, now it is not for us to introduce discount, but have you brought recommendation from your branches to the headquarters that this is what we think we can do to improve our revenue? You've not done that. We are simply telling you from here, make your members to pay. And you say, okay, members pay. And members are now looking at you, come and collect it from my pocket. So when we say make your members to pay, go back to your members. This is what we're owing. What do you think we can do? Get ideas from them. Put it together as an Excos. Discuss with them. The one that you now think the secretariat can help you to implement, you send the information to the head office. It is not yours to give discount, but discount is an option. Rebate is an option, and so on and so forth. Of course, part of branch administration strategy will be budgetary control and management, change control and management, delegation, effective delegation, goal setting, like I said earlier. Do you have goals for your branch? Leadership development. How are you? Have you been able to? Are you grooming people to succeed? Performance management, problem management, setting standard, team building, and transparency. How do you further also try to recover debt? Ascertain the amount of debt owed. Now, I'm sure the branches have been given the amount that is owed in each branches, have you? Yes. Good. So the next question is, have you found out those that are owing that money? Is the debt due, or has there been any occurrence that has made the debt due irrespective of agreed repayment timelines? Is there any admission of the debt? Now, I'm talking from ANAN. The truth of the matter is that we're all human. It is also possible that if we say that Plateau branch is owing 5 million, it's possible that it's not up to 5 million. Yes, that one I know. We are all together, so I'm not talking in a strange place. All of us are together. We're leaders of ANAN. So I can tell you that. So have you tried to reconcile? So the first thing you should do is reconcile what each of your members is said to be owing. Let them own up to. Mr. A is said to be owing 100,000 naira. He said he's not owing it. Now come and give us evidence that you are not owing that. If you can't give evidence, then it's my duty to convince him that please let us just clear this once and for all. Then you can now come up with the issue of discount for him, for instance, if you have approval. But he must own up to it. There must be admission of the debt. These are the things that we should go back to do.
We're moving on quickly to the next phase, and that is for Chief Mrs. Zamaka. we'll quickly do a review and we'll sort out the question and answer session.
Good morning, everyone. I am already standing on the existing protocols. My DG, sir. My DG, the topic says developing strategies